Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back in the Unreal world. We are here with Canute the Destroyer. He is our man, he is our hero, he is our liberator. We are here to destroy the Njerpez and nothing else. That is our goal, to wipe the purple Njerpels off the map. And we have begun that quest, believe it or not. We are not fully ready to take on the brunt of the civilization. We've got a few more tasks to do, but we have, like I said, started our journey in that way. We've defeated one little village so far. This is it. This is now ours. We have claimed it. It is base 1. And from this launching point, we are going to invade the territory itself. But first step is we need to explore it. So in order to accelerate things, I think I'm going to exit our village here and we're going to move in on their territory. I'm probably going to have to cross a few rivers. So we might have to take a break and warm up and stuff. But today, it's all about diving into the enemy's territory and starting the process of uncovering. That is the first step in attacking the enemy, is basically to know where your enemy's at. So that's what we're going to do. And like I say, I'm going to accelerate things. I'm going to spend a lot of time off camera just doing the boring stuff and exploring. But of course, anything interesting that pops up, I'll bring you guys right along for the action. And I'll show you, of course, the progress that I make. Most importantly, we must know where our enemy lives. All right, well, we are here at our first stop-off point before the big excursion into enemy territory, but just wanted to show off a few things. I know we had decided to do some trading, but we're putting it on pause, and I'm dropping everything off here, but wanted to show off. Someone had asked if I'd search the kotas here, which are these tent structures, and no, I hadn't, but now we have. In my experience, too, these smaller kotas that literally just have a one-tile interior almost never have anything, but it's still worth checking for sure. The big ones now, those definitely can and do quite often. But all right, so we've got everything we need. I've got plenty of food, some weapons, we've got our scimitar newly acquired, a round shield, obviously our trusty hunting bow, and most importantly, we've got the dogs. I guess I'll bring the bull with me too. No reason not to, I guess. And keeping him here is pointless as well. So we've got one companion with us. I can't remember if we found this guy in the wild or he's going to be around for a day or more. But no worries, no worries. It's always good to have extra help with us. Now we are tired, so let's take a little rest. And like I say, we're probably going to have to cross a river or two. So let's get to the task, because I don't look forward to that. Okay, well, we have reached the head or the top of the bay here, and of course you're not going to be able to see too much detail because I haven't explored it yet, but I'm just familiar with the surroundings in this area, and even though the maps are random, like I say, I know that there's going to be a river here somewhere, maybe two, blocking our way to the Njerpez territory, but here we go. This is what we're looking for, a crossing. And we should be able to zoom into this location and just wade across without having to swim, which is very important for my character, who is not a good swimmer at all. He has 0% towards that. But yeah, you can see here at this spot, we literally only have to stay in the water for like 1 or 2 squares there. But now if you look at our warmth level, you can see we are bitterly cold, folks. So what I'd love to do, right here, perfect. We'll find a nice big fallen log in the forest just where we crossed. Perfect, check it out. So we've got a log right here, and I'm gonna stand right on top of it, knock down a few branches from this beautiful pine tree right in front of us, and let's get a blazing fire started. There we go, look at that. And he's slightly tired, so we can have a little rest. Take a little sleepy nap. Wake up and we're perfectly warm now. In fact, we're sweating a lot, so we can continue our journey, but on this side of the river. Okay, and as promised, there is a second river here. Trust me, this is a different one. You can see the first one was just south of our position. That's where we just came from. And now we're up here. Now this, I think, might be the last one, but luckily there's another good easy crossing point right here. So we're just going to repeat that process and As long as there's no ice or we find a really narrow portion, we should be safe. And of course, you can see it's easy to warm up. Yeah, here we go. This is a pretty good narrow spot right here. Of course, want to spend as little time in that freezing cold water as possible. There we go. We're back on the safe side. So let's find another fallen log, and hopefully we've crossed our last river for now. Of course, when we come back, either the ice will be solid enough for us to just skate right over these rivers, or we'll have to do the same thing. Okay, and we make our way into enemy territory. Let's check out the map here real quick. What do we see? There it is. We've officially crossed the boundary into the purple territory. So there are going to be settlements all over this area, and if we accidentally enter any one of them, we will instantly become targets of any inhabitants, any and all of them, children, women. They're all going to become hostile towards us. So we're just going to be extremely careful. Obviously, we don't stumble into anything if we can help it. If we do, we've got our trusty dogs, and maybe I can unleash my bull and just use him as bait while we run away. But here we go. Look at this, our very first city that we've encountered. And I can tell already it's surrounded by walls. Interesting. Oh, there's a pack of wolves right in front of me. I almost stumbled into those. That wouldn't have been a death sentence necessarily, but we still don't want that. All right, so there we go. Now, obviously, we're not going to enter these villages until we're ready, and I have an army recruited. But like I said, the first step is just uncovering the enemy position so that once we do have our army with us, we won't be stumbling around in the forest looking for places to attack, wasting time, valuable, precious time. So, like I said, the journey continues. It's going to be a long one for me today. For you guys, I'll just keep you updated with the exciting parts, but I am determined to get the entire enemy culture uncovered in today's episode. Oh boy, now this is a dangerous type of settlement right here. This is one, it's hard to see, but it's directly to the south of my character, and it's covered up by the dogs right now. But this is one of those tent settlements that they have on the outskirts of their territory that whenever you open it up, once you've uncovered it, it doesn't pause, the game like most settlements do to give you a notification. That you can easily stumble into, so be extra careful. And you can see, maybe you notice right there was one of the Njerpez guys literally standing right there. So probably not going to try, we're going to try and avoid encountering those too. We could probably take them. Sometimes they come with 2 or 3 enemies, though, so you got to be extremely careful. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that settlement. So far, here's the progress. I've got 3 open, including the one I just notified you of. But I'm not done yet. A lot more to go. Well, that's right. You see it correct. I've caught the flu, the old influenza, and it's getting pretty bad, unfortunately. I haven't done much to treat it, except I did pick up some of the last of the season's herbs here, but I don't know what they are. They're whimsical leaves. That's all he knows. So I've been steadily trying to identify them with no luck. If they're medicinal, we're going to start eating them, but I'm a little nervous about doing that before I recognize what they are. Because when I picked them, I didn't recognize the plant visually either as a player. Because if you do, if you know, oh, this is definitely heather, I've encountered it, my character just isn't familiar, you can still eat it and gain the benefits and stuff. But I don't know what this is, so I'm not willing to risk death. Although right now, I don't know. I've never had a character die from the flu in this game, but at this point, I don't. I hope this isn't the first one. Let me just put it that way. But let's take a quick look at where I've gone here. I've done a full circuit so far. I literally started here, showed you about this is where that tribal thing was I almost ran into. And I went all the way around the perimeter. And now I'm going to continue just in a circle, just slowly, constricting like a boa around the heart of the Njerpez culture. They've also added one of these little satellite settlements. I'll have to stop off there too. But the going's pretty good so far. Not a lot of water, except here in the north. I'm encountering some lakes and stuff. But like I said, I just wanted to show you guys my flu, so in case I drop dead all of a sudden, you won't be totally surprised by that fact. Oh boy, I've been doing some work, guys. Now, I don't know if every single square inch has been explored, but pretty darn close. Let me tell you what, there is a big dark spot right here in the middle of this cultural area, but obviously, there's a few others too that might hide a settlement, but for the most part, yeah, these are the targets. So, I think it would probably be smart to start down here at the very, very bottom. Like I've said before, we've got to put the timing is the real test here. So, what we want to do is decide on the farthest allied villages we can recruit from and still reach that far, far territory with enough time to attack. So, I'm thinking these guys might be our best bet. This nice, lovely green color right here represents the Kamo culture, which is the culture of our very own Canute. So, his brethren will lead the charge into the hated Njerpez territory. And like I say, we will strike at the very, very southeastern portion. So, we'll try and at the very least take out these two villages in one hit with the one army. Maybe, if we're lucky, we can shoot for a third. But let's head on up to the Kamo now, get out of this disgusting Njerpez territory into some of the nice fresh land of the Kamo. Well, it is late night, guys. Hard to see, and we are entering a village here so we can rest up. But if you're observant, you can tell just by the color they're wearing, this is not the Kamo culture. Unfortunately, there was a pretty major obstacle. Yeah, between me and majority of the Kamo culture, we had a river down here. So you can just barely see it. If I zoom in, it's a lot clearer. And if I remove this, so here's the river. And I came across one settlement. The rest of the Kamo culture is on the west side of this river. Now, the bad thing is it was iced over, but not strong enough for me to cross. Not for another month, probably. So I can't walk across the ice. You will fall in and you'll probably drown or freeze to death unless you can find a spot where it's just like one wide. But I figured it was better to spend our time up north coming to the Owl Tribe culture. And you can see I've spent some time now opening up their area. But man, oh man, this is just one little section of their, ultimate civilization, which is the bulk of it's right here. But they are just few and far between in their settlements. They're more like a wilderness settlement, and they don't have a lot, at least in this spot here. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe come up into the heart of this, because oftentimes these cultural areas, like right in their center, will have a whole bunch. You'll find like 10 villages, in a small area. That might be what I try for, because I do know the Owl Tribe are good fighters, and they're numerous in terms of the population of each village is usually pretty high, but problem is that's a far walk. I think we're going to have to adjust our strategy, at least for now, until the winter really sets in and we can cross over water. I think instead of attacking on the very edge down here, we're just going to have to attack the very edge up here, but using the Owl Tribe. So there we go. That's what I'm working on. Well, plans have slightly changed again. We're still attacking, don't worry, but instead of going for the heart of the territory, I just decided to recruit from right here. I was starting to run out of food, so in order to avoid starving myself in order to pay for the army, we just decided I've recruited from 4 villages here, the ones with the white X's. And my army is made up of about half old guys, probably with the best weapon is just a knife, but we're going to do our best here, obviously, and it's still pretty substantial. I've got at least a dozen guys with me, so I'm happy about that. But the hard part, there's one guy who can't reach us. The hard part is getting down there now. Again, it's just going to be a long journey, and every little twist and turn I have to make to avoid water is not good. So I might end up going for these two right up here. They're very close to each other. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 2 yellow villages right here next to each other. If we can certainly get to this with time to spare. So we're going to take those 2 out. That's probably our best bet. And then maybe we'll move further inward with this army. But it will be much easier during the hard winter months when everything's iced over and we can just zip around, no worries. But right now, still can't do it. So let's set out on our first real serious raid. All right, we are here at our target, the two twin cities of the Njerpez. It did take me about a day and a half or so to get here, so I'm sure we'll have some people talking to us. In other words, if you're unfamiliar, whenever you hire people, they give you a little updates as to how much time they've got left, and they'll basically only do it on the local terrain map. They won't talk to me here in the world map. So as soon as we enter, I'm probably going to have a dozen people interrupt us real quick, but we've got our target in sight. I've dropped all the extraneous gear. I'm down to 11% endurance, meaning this is as low as I can go with all the heavy winter gear I'm carrying. But like I said, it's time. It's early morning. There's a little bit of visibility. It is snowing, but not much we can do about that at this time of the year. Let's commence our first raid here. First raid of the season, I should say. We've done one prior, but all right, here we are. So I will zoom out for this portion. I'll probably zoom in via editing though, so you might see some of the screens cut off. Of course, you're probably used to that if you've watched my series up to this point, but I do see a Njerpez right over here. He hasn't noticed us yet. Like I said, there's probably going to be a quick interruption. Let me just do this. Yeah, people are going to talk to me. Let me clear through those real quick. Okay, I think I've gotten everybody dealt with. Still no Njerpez, which is good, but this is definitely a bigger settlement than our first attack. I can already tell. There's 3 structures. There's 2 people over there. All right, let's go. Let's go at these guys right here. They still haven't gone hostile. I see that my dogs have gone hostile, though, and some of my allies are moving in. Let's go. All right, I don't want to get too far ahead of my people because they could start shooting bows and arrows, you know, and we could get in their way, so let's go ahead and take a shot here. I'm going to do T. We'll shoot at this guy. Of course, going for the head here because that raises the bow a bit so I don't accidentally hit a dog. Oh, pretty crappy shot, but we're just getting warmed up, right? Now, we hear plenty of sounds of fighting, so there's definitely some action going around, but we're focused on this guy. Let's drop him. Okay, nice. We hit him. Didn't down him, but we'll go again. We got to do our part in the battle. Hit him again. Let me look at him. Oh, he's been blocking. He's got his shield up. He's literally blocking my arrows. That's no worries. Let's turn a little bit. I'm not sure. My allies must have rushed into the village because there's nobody around us right now. Oh, there's one of the old guys to the south. Yeah, they just bum rushed the center of the village. Oh, there they go. That's fine with me. Have at it, boys. All right, we're wielding our arrow again, but there's too much of a crowd there. I don't want to hit an ally, so I'm not going to shoot at that same dude. Let's move in a little bit. I see another guy off to the east. No, I'm sorry, to the west. Yeah, there he is. Okay, yeah, we've definitely... Oh, God, there's people dying already. Let's zoom in. Okay, now we need to command some of our people. I see that they've stopped attacking, so let's keep them on the offensive here nonstop. I just grab one of them, select the group command, tell them to attack this woman right next to me. Let's not send them out too far away from us, right? So we can stay on top of the battle. We can stay nice and zoomed in, too, so things look good. Ooh. Alright. These Owl Tribe warriors are no joke, man. I'm surprised we haven't seen more arrows flying around, but we're about to see one right there, baby. Dropped him. Dead in an instant. Pierced his neck. Yes. Alright, we did it. We got our first kill? I don't think we killed anybody in the first raid. That was all on our allies. Alright, let's go. I'm going to move over this way. I see a couple of potential targets to the south. Come on. Alright, need to wield an arrow. Oof, people are dying. I see notifications popping up for blood gushing out of necks and stuff, so there's a battle going on, folks. Let's see. Okay, it's our turn to shoot. Now, I'm going to try and take a shot at this group right here in the middle. This guy could be very, very bad. If I miss, there's a bunch of allies around. Or if I overshoot, there's a guy right behind him too. So, got to be careful. But I'm going for a headshot. Oh, we dropped him. Knocked him unconscious. Yeah, I don't know if he's dead. Oh, somebody just dropped dead. A female. That means it's one of the Njerpez. Alright, things are going pretty good. Now, the real question is, will we still have enough fighters after this first assault to hit the neighboring village? That's the real question. Because I think we're going to be okay, although you never can tell. Let's not count our chickens, but let's see. Okay, I see where people have gone passive, so let's make sure we select them and have them attack. Very good. How about this female right in the middle of things? There we go. Now they all go hostile again. Let's step over here to the side because I see some men coming up. We can take our shots at these guys. Go for headshots. Ooh. I definitely overshot him there. Okay. Let's go again. I got 8 more arrows. There's probably some laying on the ground. Okay. Trying to keep an eye somewhat on the notifications, see who's doing what, but it's hard when you got this much action. We hit somebody right there. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a woman right in front of us. We can probably hit her. Okay. I'm going for this one right here. She's standing too close. Too close not to shoot for. Alright, headshot. Let's go. I didn't notice. Oh, I hit Wolfgar. Oh, so yeah, it is possible to still hit the dogs, even if you're going for headshots, but it's just a lot less likely. Wolfgar would be okay. He's a tough dog. He's of barbarian blood. Alright, but we got to keep going. One friendly fire is no reason to call off the entire war, so let's go for another headshot. Nailed her. Njerpez swears in pain. Pierced her neck, but she didn't drop dead like the other guy. Alright, I see a new target. There's a guy with a hat on. He kind of moved, though. Okay, hold on. You always got to be willing to adjust your plans. Flow with the field of battle as it develops. Let's see here. Got a lot of potential targets. I think I'm going for her right here. Yep, let's do a headshot. I hit the damn dog again. It was Wolfgar. Alright, let's move. I knocked him unconscious, too. That's not good. Alright, we're just going to move in. No worries. I see more Njerpez. Oh, there's one behind us. What the hell's going on? Usually they go for the allies that we bring with us, though. Alright, time to send another attack out. Okay, having them attack this guy right here in the center, right there, so they don't have to go too far. Boom, there they go. I'm going to take a shot at this lady up here to the north. Yeah. She's right. We got our ally right next to her, but I think that's okay. Oh, nailed her. Starts to bleed from the neck. Another neck shot. Man, we are all over these necks. Let's go for another one. Getting low on these arrows. Like I said, I'll probably find some. Oh, dropped her. Unconscious. Let's move in so the dogs can get at her. Go ahead, dogs. Do your worst. All right, let's wield another arrow while the dogs are attacking her. And how's it looking? Looks like most of the enemies are down, doesn't it? Okay, we need to send out another group attack. All right, there we go. I've got him attacking this guy down, so we're going to have him turn and kind of charge forward. Go, attack. All right, I'm going to take another shot at this lady next to me here. Where's my cursor? There it is. All right. Boom. And headshot. Watch the target. This is her right here to the left. Hopefully we don't hit the dog. Oh, what it pierces her elbow. Ooh. She dropped her rock, though. She's using a rock. Oh, these Njerpez, man, they'll use anything to defend themselves. They're hardy warriors, but ultimately they're evil. Evil scum. Okay, let's turn. Yep, she's still up here. You're not done. Headshot. Nailed her. Dropped her. She's unconscious. Let's move in. Dogs, ravage. All right, I'm out of arrows. I do see one on the ground here. Let me grab that one real quick. Give me that. All right, we'll wield that. We might be near the end of the battle here. I still do see one female up over there. Let me send out another command. All right, there they go. They're off to the target. Let's move forward. I'm going to zoom out so I can see a bit better. But, oh, somebody just dropped dead in an instant. Very good. Keep going, guys. Keep up the fight. We're moving in. We're not sticking around. There's a lot of bodies here. A couple of our allies. I see a couple of blue shirts in amongst the piles. But mainly the enemy. Oh, let's move in. We could still encounter some very easily. This is a big village here. Let's move in front of these doors with caution. But we got to check all the structures. One thing I like to do, I'll go into stealth. That way I know if I break stealth, one of the enemy is still around and they've spotted me. So that just kind of gives me a early warning system. Oh, somebody's talking to me. Oh, you got 2 days left? All right. Few days. Yeah, most of the people are telling me they got 1 or 2 days left. So we definitely got time. Like I mentioned, the question is, will we have enough men with us? You can see we're coming out of this battle. Oh, look at all the gear in here. Man, people keep talking to me. Hurry up, get it all out of your system. Oh, there's a dead person in here. Whoa. So annoying. Stop talking. Yeah, but there's some decent stuff. Winter elk fur. Oh, man. All right, I don't want to get too caught up in the loot right now. We're still not out of the woods. Like I said, this is a big village. Let's clear it fully before we start adding up the wealth. Okay, that one's empty. I think that might be it, actually. Yes, another village destroyed. All right, so let's take a quick stock of our people here. Oh, we got a hostile kid. Or peasant girl. All right. Like 6 grown men going after an adolescent child. Well, it's a rough world, but that is how it is in the Unreal world, guys. But that has been a very successful raid, and I definitely think we have enough people to go for the next one. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time. We have officially run out. So, of course, these raids will probably end up being longer episodes, but they're hopefully exciting enough for you guys. I enjoy them for sure. And these two, like I said, are going to be our very first targets. So tune in for the next one to see us continue on our raiding escapade. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one.